Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to change a CVAD dressing. I'm going to be discussing in theory as if it's a PICC line, so on the upper arm that we're changing, but in theory any CVAD will be changed the same way, whether it's a port or a Hickman's as well, okay? Just to let you know, with a port, you actually change the actual needle that's inserted as well. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start with hand hygiene. Your patient is usually well aware of the process because it's done every 7 days and they can have these for up to 6 weeks. Hand hygiene, you're going to put on your clean gloves. And clean gloves are designed to protect you, not the patient. And then you're going to work on removing your dressing. Okay? So again, just carefully removing. Hopefully I can get that off. Okay, so I've removed the dressing. The site is now exposed. Okay, this would just go in the bin. Sometimes there's what's called a stat lock or securement device underneath. So what I would need to do is lift up these cords that are in the patient's arm and peel off that securement device as well. Okay, now the site is completely exposed. I want to make sure that the patient's not moving their arms. This is not getting caught anywhere so that it's going to pull out. Because remember, it goes all the way in their arm, and the lines, the catheters, go all the way to just above the heart. Now that I've done that, I'm going to take my gloves off, hand hygiene, and I'm going to set up my sterile field. Just move these.
Oh, that's different. It's not blue.
Yep. Sterile fields come in all shapes and sizes depending on the hospital. Okay. Now, I've opened that. I'm going to add my supplies that I require. Okay. So, because we are going to be changing the caps as well, I'm going to add a sterile syringe, sodium chloride, because I'm going to need to prime those caps, and that's going to go just under here. Just same concept as a catheter. I'm going to take my Tegaderm or IV 3000. Right? And drop that on. Gauze. Drop that on. And I'm going to grab that without contaminating anything else. Over. So now I've opened my tray. Just go here. And I'm going to add my chlorhexidine. Okay, so these can come as swabs on sticks, or it can come as a liquid. So I'll just add that in. Okay. So the next step is to put on my sterile gloves, and I'm all set to go with this dressing. So I don't really have room on here, so I'd normally set my sterile gloves on the patient's bed. Oh, the red things, yes. So, like I said, these aren't the actual caps. They're the same hubs that you would use on an IV cannula that we'd normally use. So I get some fresh ones. And drop them on. Thank you for catching that. All right, now I'm ready for my sterile gloves. So you can apply your sterile gloves on the patient's bed as long as they're not shifting and going to touch your gloves. Yeah. I'm telling you right off the bat, these gloves are a little bit too big for me.